An adage says that teachers have three loves: the love of learning, the love of learners, and the love of bringing the two loves together.
Indeed, by learning you will teach, and by teaching you will learn.
We are back for the afternoon session of our simulations for the junior high school level.
We hope our participants had an enjoyable lunch, and for those who have not yet registered for this afternoon session, please do so as the link closes by 3 p.m.
So I suppose we should not tarry for long and let us begin with our afternoon simulations, starting with science to be presented to us by Ma'am Hazel Misimo from Santo Niño National High School, to be followed by ESP by Sir Dominador Manon of the Ao National High School. Now, let's watch this video.
Good morning, Sheila.
Good morning, Ma'am Hazel.
Okay, so how was your week?
I'm okay.
Okay, so did you study your lessons?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So we will be having our new lesson for this week. And for today, I want you to access in our learning management system. Okay, Sheila, so we are now on our week 4. Can you scroll it down? Okay. So before we will start our discussion, I want you to read our most essential learning competency for this week. So can you kindly read it, Sheila?
Okay. Differentiate plant and animal cells according to presence or absence of certain organelles.
And our objectives for
Objectives.
the day.
Number one,
Yes.
identify the parts and functions of a cell. Number two, differentiate plant and animal cells based on their structures. And number three, show appreciation of the complex functions that cells perform for the larger organisms.
Okay, so to proceed with, let us begin with illicit. Kindly move your cursor to the illicit and click it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Sheila, for our first activity, we'll have the illicit part. Begin with, kindly read the instruction first.
Okay. Before getting to know the parts and function of the plant and animal cells in detail, let us see how much you know about them by answering these true or false tests.
Okay, so to answer, you need to move your cursor to your chosen answer. So if you choose true, you move your cursor and then click it. Okay, or if your answer is false, you just move your cursor into false button and then click it. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you may start now.
Chloroplast. Chloroplast is found in both animal and plant cells. Vacuoles are more noticeable in plant cells. Plant cells and animal cells are exactly alike. Mitochondrion is the command center of the cell. Only few plants have cells. Both plant and animal cells are eukaryotic. Animal cells do not have cell walls. Vacuoles can also be used as a storage for nutrients. Centriole is found only in animal cells. Ribosomes make proteins. And then, ma'am,
Activity, let's proceed to engage. Kindly. Sheila, for our engage part, we'll have here hidden pictures and names of an organelle. All you have to do is just to match the picture of an organelle to its name. So to do that, you need to flip these cards here, okay, in your screen. You need to flip those cards. Okay, wait for my signal. Just wait for my
Yes,
signal,
ma'am.
okay? And then, once you get the correct answer, you will be, there's a message that will prompt that would say good job. That means that you already got the perfect pair of an organelle and its name. Okay? So you may
Okay,
start
ma'am.
now.
Okay. Oh, wait. No, it's not. And this Okay, I'm done, mom.
For our explore part, you will read the story about Barangay Salula. Identify the names of the animal and plant cell organelles that can be found in the story. Click the name of the cell organelles that appears in the story. Now, if there are repeated words in the story, all you need to do is just click the first one.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay? Okay.
Okay.
So let's start. Can you read the story aloud?
There was once a minute barangay. It was a microscopic barangay in which almost every cell is down. For each of the cell, it was such a blessing to live there that made life much more enjoyable for the cells to live. The nucleus of the barangay is also the captain of the barangay. He is the one who managed the barangay and aided in the event of crisis. It's a different kind of wall called the cell wall that protects our barangay. Keeps everything inside isolated from outside. The barangay police serve at a location called the cell membrane by the cell wall. Their role is to keep the barangay cellula safe by not having anything bad in the area. Our storage unit is in the puro, which we call vacuum. In our barangay, much of what we store is water. So if we ever go through a dry summer, we can go to the vacuum to have a drink. In the factories, the cytoplasm to our barangay has been made downtown. It was made from dirt, grass, and rocks and laid in the barangay all over the place. It was kept, it was what kept the barangay warm. And all the buildings and organelles were where they needed to be. In the picture, the building is called glucose. Here it is storing energy for the area. The mitochondria releases the energy from the glucose so that it can spread to the rest of the population. Our male system is called Golgi body here in barangay cellular. It bundles carbohydrates and proteins to bring vesicles of the barangay. The ribosome family were construction staff and they make up the barangay protein. In the plasmic reticulum is the street to get to our barangay. It's the direction that lets the molecules pass one part of the cell to another. To get to the different sections of barangay cellula, there is either a rough ER or smooth ER path. Which one do you prefer? I'm going to check, Mom.
Yes, you may. Click the
Okay,
button check.
ma'am.
Okay, let's go over it. Oh, you got 8
Yes.
over 9, but still, it's impressive. Okay, so let us find out why is that glucose is not an organelle. So to proceed, our next activity will be explain part. Kindly
Okay,
click the
ma'am.
explain button. Yes, you may.
Okay.
Okay, Sheila, for our explain part, here you are going to view a video lecture on the cell structure and the difference and comparison of part of animal cell and plant cell. So after the video, you are going to answer our three guide questions. This will assess if you really did understand and listen very well to our video. So the first question is, how do plant and animal cells differ? Second, which organelles is never found in an animal cell? Third, what is the importance of studying cells?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so you may scroll it down to start viewing the video.
Okay, ma'am.
All living things on Earth, from the tiniest creatures to the tallest of trees, are made of microscopic parts called cells. Living things can be made of just one cell or have many. Whether it's a plant or an animal, cells are the basic structures they are composed of. That's why cells are sometimes called the building blocks of life. Although there are many different types of cells that all have different jobs to do, most cells have some things in common. For now, we will be dealing with two types of cells, plant cells and animal cells. Both plant cells and animal cells are surrounded by a cell membrane. The cell membrane is a thin, flexible layer that separates the inside of the cell from the outside of the cell. It protects the cell and controls what is allowed to go in, food, and come out, waste. Plant cells have an extra layer called a cell wall that surrounds the membrane. The cell wall is tough and stronger than a membrane. Cell walls provide support for plants to grow and keep their shape. An elephant has a skeleton to support it as it grows. A redwood tree doesn't. Cell walls are what allows them to stand so tall. Inside the cell membrane, cells have smaller parts called organelles. Organelles are like tiny organs, and they each do specific jobs inside the cell. Some organelles bring in food, get rid of waste, repair the cell, and help it grow and reproduce. All of the organelles are held in a special gel called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is usually colorless and about 80% water. Major organelles of a cell include the nucleus, vacuole, mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, and, only in plant cells, chloroplast. Let's talk about the nucleus first. The nucleus is the control center of the cell and acts kind of like the brain. The nucleus contains the DNA or genetic material that determines everything about the cell, like what kind of cell it will be and when it will divide. Next, let's talk about the vacuole. Vacuoles are basically storage tanks that the cell uses to hold water or other materials. A plant cell usually has one large vacuole, whereas an animal cell may have several smaller ones, called vesicles. Vacuoles are often the largest organelle in a plant cell, and when plants do not get enough water, their vacuoles shrink and the plant begins to wilt. Mitochondria are famously the powerhouse of the cell, but they are important because they take food and turn it into energy that the rest of the cell can use. This process of using oxygen to break down sugars into chemical energy is called cellular respiration. Ribosomes are shaped like tiny balls but work like tiny factories. They make things that the cell needs, like proteins. The cell can use proteins made by the ribosomes to build new structures, repair damage, and direct chemical reactions. Some ribosomes float free in the cytoplasm, while others are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, sometimes called ER, is a cellular highway. It's a transportation network that takes molecules where they need to go. The endoplasmic reticulum helps transport proteins made by the ribosomes to the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus looks a little bit like a stack of pancakes, and it can be thought of as the post office of the cell. What it does is take things like proteins or other molecules that need to be transported around or out of the cell, and inspects them for flaws, packages them up, and sends them where they need to go. Finally, let's look at the chloroplast. Chloroplasts are found only in plant cells and contain chlorophyll, the substance that allows photosynthesis to take place. In photosynthesis, chlorophyll absorbs energy from sunlight and creates sugar to feed the plant. Simple plant cells may have only one or two chloroplasts in them, but more complex ones may have hundreds. Cells and the tiny organelles inside them do the work that allows living things to live and function. Without cells, there would be no life on Earth. I hope you enjoyed learning about cells today. Goodbye till next time.
Okay, Sheila.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, to assess if you really did understand the video, let us answer the guide questions. Okay,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
first one, based on the video, how do plant and animal cells differ?
Plants differ from animals because plants have cell wall and animal cells do not have. And
Okay,
second is plants have chloroplast
mm-hmm.
while animal cells do not have.
Okay, all right. Is that your answer in number two as well?
Yes, ma'am. Which organelles is never
Okay,
found in animal cell? Yes, ma'am.
okay, so, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So number one, aside from the organelles, what else? What other things that we can observe that makes the plant cell different from the animal cell?
Plant cells have cell wall, as I've
Mm-hmm. All
said.
right. Okay.
Uh,
How about its shape?
yes, plant cells is rectangle while animal cells
Okay.
is somewhat round.
Okay. So what do you think is the reason why that an animal and a plant cell have that kind of shape? What organelle is responsible for the shape of a plant cell?
I think it's the cell wall.
Okay, very good.
It's the
That's
cell
right.
wall, ma'am.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
plant cells do not have, or plants do not have skeleton.
Okay. Uh huh.
So,
So,
It's the cell wall that makes them, from the video I've seen. It's the cell wall that makes the shape, that
mhm,
makes the organelles or the plant intact and gives it
okay.
shape.
Okay, very good. And number three question, what is the importance of studying cells? Why do we need to study cells?
In order for us, maybe the importance is that you could appreciate the creation of God and that
Yes,
we big things or big living things are made of tiny things that being gathered together to form functions or to work. So
yes.
just like that.
Okay, that's right. Remember that was our lesson last week all about the biological levels of classification, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
very good, impressive. You seem really did listen and understand the video lecture. Okay, so to proceed, go to elaborate part. Can we click elaborate? The elaborate part, we will have a cell riddles. Okay, all you need to do is you are going to drag the words found in your right side of the screen into the correct function of each organelle.
Yes.
Okay, is it clear?
Hey, ma'am.
Yes, so you may start now.
Okay. I am strong and stiff. Getting through me is tough. I'm
Mhm.
found only in plants, but I guess that's enough. What am I? Your cell wall. In a cell, in all cells, I am found. Offering protection is my job. I control what gets out as well as what comes in. What am I? You are the cell membrane. Lipids and proteins I receive, but gift wrapping is my specialty. I'm only one stop in many and distribute items like LBC. What am I? I think you're the Golgi body. Found only in plant cells. I'm green as can be. I make food for the plant using the sun's energy in the chloroplast. I'm the brain of the cell, or so they say. I regulate activities from day to day. What am I? Proteins are made here even though I'm quite small. You can find me in the cytoplasm or attached to the ER's wall. What am I? Ribosome. Wait, wait. It's not following. Wait. Alright. I'm a real powerhouse. That's plain to see. I break down food to release energy. What am I? I've been called a storage tank by those with little taste. I'm a sack filled with water, food, enzymes, or waste. What am I? The last one is the okay. I'll check. Okay, ma'am.
Wow, very good. Good job, Sheila.
Yes, ma'am.
Fast learner student. Very good. Okay, now for our next activity. Okay, Sheila, now for our extend part, you are going to answer analogy. All you need to do is just compare the structures of the cell with that of your house and barangay by completing the table below. One item in each of the tables has been done for you. So we have here on the first table, we have here and as an example, cell structure nucleus, function, controls all activities of the cell, and who or what in your house has a similar function. Of course, your parents, because just like the function of a nucleus, your parents also controls or manages what's inside your house. That's how you are going to answer this table. Do you understand, Sheila?
Yes, ma'am.
You may start answering now.
Done, ma'am, Hazel.
Okay, for the second table, just like what you did on the first table, you are going to compare cell structure and function to what or who or what in your barangay has a similar function. So as an example, we have their mitochondrial function produces energy for the cell. Who or what in your barangay has a similar function? Of course, a generator or double light because it helps or it produces energy or power for the whole barangay, for the houses and buildings there. So that is how you answer, okay? You may start answering now, Sheila. Okay, so to check, let us click finish attempt. You have answered kitchen being compared to a chloroplast. Okay, why is that so, Sheila?
I choose kitchen to compare it to the chloroplast because it is where we cook our food. So that's why it's just like the chloroplast.
Okay, correct. On the second table, can you scroll it down? Okay, so why did you choose or why did you put there cell being compared to a lysosome?
I choose Sandro in comparison to lysosome because the Sandro is the place wherein they get the basura or the trashes in our barangay, like the lysosome.
To clarify, similar means city environment and natural resources office. These are people assigned to different barangays to collect our trashes. Okay, that's right. Very good. So then, now let us proceed to the next activity. We are now on the evaluate part. Okay, Sheila, for our evaluation part, you have the instruction, determine the similarities and differences of plant and animal cell structures. Use the words in the word bank to fill in the Venn diagram below. Okay, so kindly scroll it down. Okay, so you have there words circle beside each word. Okay. Yes, so that one. That circle, you need to place that one in a right placement. A plant cell organelle, just put in a plant cell organelle, or if it is an animal cell organelle, just drag the word there. And if both of them are organelles in both plant and animal cells, so put that word at the center. Okay, understood? Okay, you may start now. Okay, Sheila. Okay, so to check your answer, okay, let's click finish attempt and let's wait for the internet connection. We're having some problem here. Let's just be patient. Okay, so click submit all and finish. Mhm. Okay, Sheila, very good. You got 12 out of 12. Sige, let's scroll down and let's check. Okay, yeah, that's right. Only the plant cell have its cell wall and chloroplast, and on the other side, the animal cell, only the uh, centriole is only can only be found in an animal cell because this is necessary for its cell division process. And all other organelles can be found through both of them. Very good, Sheila. Okay,
Yes.
now you may proceed to our evaluation tool. Okay, Sheila, now for the second part of our evaluation, all you need to do is just to choose the correct answer. So to do that, you need to move your cursor and then click the letter of your chosen answer. Okay, kindly read the questions aloud. You may start now.
Which organelle will not work well in the absence of sunlight? Chloroplast. Which organelle makes proteins, cell wall, nucleus, ribosomes, and the plasmic reticulum? Ribosomes. Which structure provides plant cell support and rigid structure? Centrioles, smooth ER, Golgi body, cell wall. By plant support. Which organelle modifies, sorts, and packages molecule from the ER? Ribosome, nucleus, Golgi body, vacuole. In animal cells, which organelle controls the movement of substances in and out of the cell? Cell membrane, rough ER, nucleus, cell wall. Okay, finish attempt.
Wow, very good, Sheila. You did a great job. You got 5 out of 5. 100%. Very good. Okay, so scroll it down. Again, you can see, you can review your answers. All your answers are correct. Now, click Finish Review. Now we are finally done with our lesson. We will go back to our lesson objectives and let's check if we have a check it for today. Okay. Okay, Sheila, let's review our lesson objectives. The first one, identify the parts and function of a cell. You already did that through the some activities and of course the video lecture, as well as in a number two, you were able to differentiate plant and animal cells based on their structures with the activities provided. And number three, show appreciation of the complex functions that cells perform for the larger organism. You're able to answer the importance of cells. Okay, very good. So that's all for today. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Magandang umaga,
Magandang umaga po, Ginong Manon.
isang mapagpalang umaga. Kumusta na ang iyong tulog? Kayo ba ay nakapag-almusal na? Magaling. Kayo ay handa na para sa araw na ito. Maaari mo bang pangunahan ang panalangin natin ngayon, Troy? Ngayon, magkakaroon muna tayo ng pagbabalik-aral. Ano nga ang ibig sabihin ng pananampalataya, Troy?
Ang pananampalataya ay daan sa pakikipag-ugnayan sa Diyos at sa kapwa po.
Tama. Magaling. Ang tunay na diwa ng pananampalataya ay ang pagkakaroon ng ugnayan sa Diyos at sa kapwa. Troy, pupuntahan natin ngayon ang ating LMS. Ngayon, ibabahagi ko ang screen. Nakita mo na ba, Troy?
Opo,
Ngayon, magkakaroon tayo ng isang laro. Ang laro na ito ay tinatawag na 4 pics, 1 word. Familiar ba ito sa inyo, Troy?
opo, kalimitan po namin itong nilalaro ng aking mga kapatid.
Mabuti. Ngayon, Troy, i-click mo ang icon ng paganyak. I-share ko muna ngayon ang aking remote. Okay, Troy, handa ka na ba?
Opo,
Okay. Unang larawan. Pangalawa, pangatlo, pang-apat. Sa tingin mo, Troy, anong salita ang tinutukoy ng mga larawang ito?
pagpapalaglag, sir.
Pagpapalaglag? Very good.
Abortion.
Okay, magaling. Next. Ayan.
Mercy killing.
Mercy killing. Tama. Sa ibang sabi, ito ay euthanasia. Okay. Next. Ayan. Ano sa
Paggamit ng illegal drugs. Paggamit ng...
Tama. Ito ay ang paggamit ng droga. Next. Ayan. Ano sa tingin mo?
Suicide, sir.
Suicide. O ito ang pagpatiwakal. Magaling. Ngayon, ano sa tingin mo ang ating paksa ngayon sa araw na ito?
Para sa akin, ang paksa natin para sa araw na ito ay tungkol sa mga issue na nagaganap sa ating buhay.
So, issue na nagaganap sa ating buhay o tinatawag natin mga isyong moral tungkol sa buhay. Bago natin tatalakayin ito ng lubusan, alamin muna natin ang mga layunin sa araw na ito. Gusto kong i-click mo ang icon ng mga layunin. Ngayon, Troy, gusto kong basahin mo ang mga layunin natin ngayon.
Mga layunin. Pagkatapos ng talakayan, ang mga mag-aaral sa ikasampung baitang ay una, naibigay ang mga isyong moral tungkol sa buhay. Pangalawa, natutukoy ang mga gawaing taliwas sa batas ng Diyos at sa kasagraduhan ng buhay. At pangatlo, nakapagbigay ng katwiran at pagpapahalaga tungkol sa buhay.
Magkakaroon muna tayo ng pagtataya. Dito natin malalaman kung kayo ba ay may kaalaman na sa paksa natin ngayon. Gusto kong i-click mo ang pagtataya. Click attempt quiz now. Okay, gusto kong basahin mo ang tanong tapos magbigay ka ng iyong sagot.
Ito ay isang estadong psikiko o psychic o pisikal na pagdedepende sa isang mapanganib na gamot. A. Paggamit ng pinagbabawal na gamot.
Then,
Ito ay sadyang pagkitil ng isang tao sa sariling buhay at naaayon sa sariling kagustuhan. B. Pagpapatiwakal. Anong proseso ang sinasagawa sa modernong medisina upang wakasan ang buhay ng taong may malubhang sakit na kailanman ay hindi nagagaling pa? C. Euthanasia. Anong proseso ang sinasagawa sa modernong medisina upang wakasan ang buhay ng taong may malubhang sakit na kailanman ay hindi nagagaling pa? C. Euthanasia.
Click next page.
Ito ay ang labis na pagkonsumo ng alak. C. Alkoholismo. Anong isyung moral sa buhay ang tumutukoy sa pagpapalaglag ay ang pag-alis ng isang fetus o sanggol na hindi maaaring mabubuhay sa pamamagitan ng kanyang sarili sa labas ng bahay bata ng ina? D. Abortion.
Titingnan natin ngayon sa baba. Submit all and finish. Mahusay! Tama lahat ang iyong sagot. Para sa ating diskusyon, i-click ko itong icon. Tapos, para sa ating diskusyon, panoorin mo ito, Troy.
Nang dahil sa ipinagbabawal na gamot o droga, ang isip ng tao ay nagiging blank spot. Nahihirapan ang isip na iproseso ang iba't ibang impormasyon na dumadaloy dito. Nagiging sanhi nito ng maling pagpapasya at pagkilos. Ipinagbabawal na gamot. Nang dahil sa ipinagbabawal na gamot o droga, ang isip ng tao ay nagiging blank spot. Nahihirapan ang isip na iproseso ang iba't ibang impormasyon na dumadaloy dito. Nagiging sanhi ito ng maling pagpapasya at pagkilos. Alkoholismo. Unti-unting nagpapahina sa enerhiya ng tao, nagpapabagal ng pag-iisip, at sumisira ng kanyang kapasidad na maging malikhain. Apektado nito ang kalusugan ng tao. Sanhi ito ng posibleng sakit sa atay, kidney at iba pa. Bilang nilikha ng Diyos, inaasahang ang tao ay isa sa buhay, ang pagpapahalaga sa kalusugan ng katawan nito. Tanda ng pagmamahal sa buhay na ipinagkaloob niya sa tao. Ang tao ay may kakayahan na hanapin, alamin, unawain, ipaliwanag ang katotohanan, layunin, at dahilan ng mga bagay-bagay sa kanilang paligid, gamit ang isip at kilos loob. Ang bawat tao ay binayaan ng Diyos ng kalayaan na mamili at mamuno sa ating paghuhusga, gawi at kilos. Ang kilos loob ay nagdadala sa tao na piliin ang mabuti, magkaroon ng disiplina sa sarili, pagtibayin ang universal na katotohanan, at panatilihin ang pagsasagawa nito ng paulit-ulit. Abortion. Dalawang magkasalungat na posisyon ang publiko rito. Ito ay ang pro-life at ang pro-choice. Dalawang uri ng abortion. Una, kusa o miscarriage. At ikalawa, sapilitan o induced. Ito ay prinsipyo ng double effect. Abortion. Sa ibang bansa, ang abortion ay itinuturing na isang lehitimong paraan upang kontrolin ang paglobo ng populasyon. Ito ay itinuturing na isang krimen sa Pilipinas. May mahabang kasaysayan at mabigat na usapin ito, higit lalo sa pagiging moral at legal nito sa ating bansa. Pagpapatiwakal o suicide. Ilan sa mga dahilan na kusang kitilin ng tao ang kanyang sariling buhay dahil sa kawalan ng pag-asa o depresyon at walang tiwala sa sarili at problema sa buhay. Ang pananatili sa isang mahirap na sitwasyon ay maaari lamang makadaragdag sa kawalan ng pag-asa. Kinakailangang mag-isip ng isang tao ng mga malalaking posibilidad at natatanging mga paraan upang harapin niya ng positibo ang kanyang buhay. Upang maiwasan ito, mahalagang panatilihing abala ang sarili sa mga makabuluhang gawain tulad ng paglilingkod sa kapwa o pamayanan at makibahagi sa mga gawaing panlipunan. Ang support system mula sa pamilya, kaibigan o mga institusyon na nagtataguyod ng tulong tungkol rito ang makatwiran ding isaalang-alang. Euthanasia o mercy killing. Ang euthanasia ay tinatawag din na assisted suicide. May pagnanais o motibo na wakasan ang buhay ng tao na may sakit. Hindi maaaring hilingin ng isang tao na tapusin ang kanyang paghihirap sa pamamagitan ng kamatayan. Higit na mabuti kung pagmamahal, pag-aalala, at pag-aaruga na lamang ang ibibigay at hindi ang pagkitil sa buhay o kamatayan. Batayang konsepto. Ang pagbuo ng posisyon tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa paninindigan ng tao sa pagmamahal niya sa buhay bilang kaloob ng Diyos ay kailangan upang mapagtibay ang ating pagkilala sa kanyang kadakilan at kapangyarihan at kahalagahan ng tao bilang nilalang ng Diyos. Mahalagang maunawaan o essential understanding. Ang buhay ng tao ay may tuturing na pangunahing pagpapahalaga. Ang isang tao ay hindi maaaring gumawa at mag-ambag sa lipunan kung wala siyang buhay. Ayon kay Ditore, 1992.
Naintindihan niyo ba ang iyong pinanood?
Opo, sir.
Magaling. Masusubukan natin ngayon ang iyong kakayahan hinggil sa paksang tinatalakay natin. Masusubukan natin ngayon ang iyong kakayahan hinggil sa paksang tinalakay natin. Ngayon, gusto kong i-click mo ang icon ng pagsusulit.
Ang isip ng tao ay naging padlang dahil sa pinagbabawal na gamot o droga. Blank spot. Ang alkoholismo ay unti-unting nagpapahinay ng patlang ng tao, ang enerhiya, nagpapabagal ng pag-iisip, at sumira ng kanyang kapasidad na maging malikhain at walang tiwala sa sarili. Iilan sa mga dahilan na kusang kilitin ng tao ang kanyang sariling buhay dahil sa patlang kawalan ng pag-asa at patlang walang tiwala sa sarili at patlang problema sa buhay.
Okay, pagkatapos na, i-click mo ang finish attempt. Click submit all and finish. Okay, drag mo pababa. Titingnan natin kung ano ang iyong mga kasagutan. Mahusay. Lahat ng mga tanong ay tama. Tapos na tayo sa pagsusulit. Ngayon, i-click mo ang analysis. Okay, pakibasa sa mga katanungan, Troy. Ngayon, alaman natin ang mga isyong moral tungkol sa buhay. Ito ay ang abortion, euthanasia, paggamit ng droga, pagtiwakal, at alkoholismo. Sa tingin niyo, ito ba ay naaayon sa batas ng Diyos?
Hindi po, sir.
A. Tungkol sa abortion, ito ba ay tama o mali?
Para sa akin, hindi po tama ang pagpapalaglag o abortion.
Bakit, Troy?
Dahil ang abortion po ay isang akto ng pagpatay ng tao, kaya ito'y labag sa 10 kautusan po ng Diyos.
Tama. Kasi ang abortion ay isang paraan sa pagpatay ng tao. Ngayon, tungkol sa euthanasia, ito ba ay tama o mali?
Mali po.
A. Bakit kaya?
Para sa akin, mali ang pagsasagawa ng euthanasia. Dahil tanging ang Diyos na lumikha sa ating buhay ang may karapatan na kunin ito sa atin.
Magaling. Halimbawa sa paggamit ng droga, ito ba ay tama o mali?
Mali po.
Bakit?
Dahil kung inyo pong mapapansin, karamihan sa mga krimen na nagaganap sa ating bansa ay dulot na impluwensya ng paggamit ng illegal na droga.
Magaling. So, tama. Paano yung alkoholismo?
Hindi po.
Ano sa tingin mo bakit ito ay hindi tama?
Dahil ang alkoholismo po ay nakakapanghina ng enerhiya sa ating katawan at pumipigil na maging malikhain tayo.
Tama. So, lahat ng mga isyong moral tungkol sa buhay ay hindi talaga naaayon sa batas ng Diyos. Sa tingin natin, ito ay pwede sa ibang bansa, pero dito sa atin, bilang isang Kristiyano, ito ay labag sa batas ng Diyos at sa batas ng ating lipunan. Ang pagpatiwakal, ito ba ay tama o hindi?
Para sa akin, ito po ay mali.
Bakit?
Dahil tulad po ng euthanasia at abortion, isa po itong akto ng pagkitil ng sariling buhay. Kaya, labag ito sa batas ng Diyos.
Tama. Kasi, ang buhay natin ay bigay ng Diyos. Ito ay isang regalo. Kung sino man ang siyang may-ari, ay siya ring may karapatan na kumuha nito. Alam natin na ang Diyos ay siyang may-ari ng ating buhay, kaya siya lamang ay may karapatan na kumuha din nito. Ngayon, tapos na tayo sa ating talakayan. Para sa ating karagdagang gawain, puntahan natin ang LMS at i-click ang icon para sa ating takdang aralin. Pakibasa nga, Troy.
Gumawa ng refleksyon sa paksa tungkol sa mga isyong moral tungkol sa buhay.
Para sa batayang konsepto ng iyong takdang aralin, ang pagbuo ng posisyon tungkol sa mga isyong may kinalaman sa paninindigan ng tao sa pagmamahal niya sa buhay bilang kaloob ng Diyos ay kailangan upang mapagtibay ang ating pagkilala sa kanyang kadakilaan at kapangyarihan at kahalagahan ng tao bilang nilalang ng Diyos. Ito ngayon ay iyong gabay sa paggawa ng inyong refleksyon. Gaya ng dati, ipasa ang mga takdang aralin sa aking email. Okay?
Opo.
Dito nagtatapos ang ating aralin. Hanggang sa susunod na talakayan, paalam.
Paalam po, Ginong Manon.
Thank you, ma'am and sir, for the simulations in science and ESP. And now let us welcome on screen our simulators. Once again, for science, Ma'am Hazel May Simo from Santo Niño National High School, and for ESP, Sir Dominador Manon. Okay, hello po, ma'am and sirs. So how are you po?
Hello, good afternoon.
Okay, so it's nice to
Yes.
see you po, mga ma'am and sir. Okay, so first, let us have an open forum or something like interview na lang tayo, okay, about what you've prepared during your simulation and everything that evolves about simulation, okay? So, first muna si Ma'am Hazel May. So, ma'am, question ko lang po, what are the things that you appreciate in LMS or the learning management system as an online platform for teaching and learning?
Okay, yes, ma'am. The thing that I appreciate the most in using the learning management system is the interactive way it provides for the teaching learning process, especially for the students, because students do not just only learn, but they can also have fun. It's like they are just playing, but they are unaware that they are also learning.
Yes, ma'am. Pansin ko nga during your simulation, you have different applications and your PowerPoint was so interactive. And then it was a well-structured lesson. So in relation to that, ma'am, I just have this query lang question. So how did you structure your online lesson plan? So how is it
Okay.
different from the lesson plan that you are used to?
Okay, first, I check and I refer to our most essential learning competency. Then after that one, through the most essential learning competency, unpack. You need to unpack and provide specific objectives so that you can move on to your lesson. And I also follow the 7 E's format. The difference with the normal that we had before to the new normal now is the utilization of the learning management system, because it's more interactive and it's online, and I know a lot of students can relate in terms of online. They are like just playing games and learning as well.
Well, that's right, because learners nowadays are tech savvies or they are digital
Yes.
natives. So, tama po talaga si Ma'am Hazel regarding that matter.
Ma'am Hazel, additional lang po, yung kanina po, what are the applications that you use po during your
Yes.
simulation?
Yes, ma'am. All the applications I use are can be found in our learning management system. Some of it because there are a lot of applications that we as an educator can explore about it. We just have to uh, uh, check online on how to do such things, and also remember our past webinar since April that Sir Mark C give us, di ba, about using the learning management system. So lahat po yon is from the learning management system, lahat ng application.
True enough, Ma'am Hazel, no? If we'll just search and do some research or read books or whatever is in the internet, pwede lang talaga tayo mag-research for creative na mga lessons and even maximize or utilize, no, the online platform.
Yes,
Thank you so much, Ma'am Hazel. So
Thank you.
This
now,
time, I would like to raise naman this question for Sir Dominador. Okay, sir, pwede niyo po bang bigyan ng mga strategies yung mga ESP teachers natin kung paano mapapanatiling aktibo yung mga estudyante natin, especially that we are now using the learning management system?
Okay, so alam natin na bilang mga guro tayo ay tinatawag na jack of all trades. We need to embrace the new modalities of teaching. So dapat the the lesson should be kind of engage with your learners online using mixed learning tools for better engagement, provide ongoing feedbacks right away after their lessons, and sometimes as what Ma'am Hixie said, that we have undergone already webinars. Uh, so kailangan gumawa tayo ng mga e-learning mobile uh, lessons para sa mga bata na it should be engaging.
Alright.
Okay, so thank you so much, Sir Dominador, for the sharing of your insights. So tama nga naman talaga. So in relation to the discipline po, sir, the classroom management. So as an ESP po teacher, so how do you manage po your class? Yung ano ba yung strategiya natin sa classroom management? So baka pwede ka mag-share sa ating mga viewers right now po.
Uh, in in having this technique for the ESP para ang mga bata ay palaging naka-engage sa atin, we as teachers should be engaged also in the new technology, the new way of teaching. And dapat kailangan na ang ating mga strategiya ay very active, very creative, and para sa mga teachers, it takes us courage to do such thing because we all know that courage is the greatest weapon that we have to commit success in doing our works. It is through courage that we can overcome all the trials and difficulties that comes in our lives. Uh, Even sometimes failure comes, but we should never give up and try to make things as much as possible to make our learners engaging to us.
Thank you so much,
Alright.
sir.
So,
May addition lang ako na question din po, Sir Dominador. So, about po sa LMS, since LMS yung yung lesson, I mean yung discussion natin, no, throughout this day. So, um, so far, sir, during the evaluation of your students, saan kaya nahirapan yung mga estudyante natin sa manipulation ng LMS na online
In
platform?
sa manipulation, para sa akin yung sa LMS, yung internet connection kasi during the class, medyo delay ang pag-reply or answer ng estudyante kasi through the internet connectivity, ay, siguro ganun ang mga dahilan. Pero uh, yung mga yung mga problems na nahirapan kami is uh, I need to find ways para masagot agad or ma-connecta talaga ng mga mag-aaral.
Thank you so much once again, Sir Dominador A. Manon and Ma'am Hazel May Simo. So, at this juncture, I would just like to ask for a time. I will give you time to give greetings or message. Anyone who would like to, you would like to greet or say thanks. Let's start with Ma'am Hazel May Simo. Ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to encourage all of the teachers to at least try our learning management system, even if you already choose the modular learning. I know that not just the students can only have fun in learning, but also us teachers. So this is an opportunity to really learn online, doing things online. And I would like to say hi to my Santo Niño National High School family, headed by our principal, Ma'am Heidi Forzuelo. And of course, I would like to thank Cluster 6 Science Consultant, Ma'am Helen Reyno, and Ma'am Rowena Espere, our Cluster 6 Science Coordinator. Thank you so much for the guidance and encouragement. Thank you.
it's time for Sir Dominador. Manon.
Okay, so I would like to thank my family of Biao National High School, especially to our principal, Ma'am Mary Ann Ungkoy. Thank you for the support, Ma'am Christine and Ma'am Lauren, Director of Mental Comprehensive National High School. And sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta, especially for my students, Troy Andre Cordova, for the parents who uh, pinayagan ako na makasama siya sa simulations na ito. And thank you for my family and sa lahat ng mga nagtulong para maging successful ang simulations na ito. Thank you very much and to God be all the glory.
Once
right.
again, ma'am and sir, congratulations for a well-commended simulation. And true enough, you are very much prepared and it was really an excellent job. Once again, congratulations po and job well done.
Okay, so once again, that has been Ma'am Hazel and Sir Dominador. It was indeed a job well done. All right, so
So
ma'am, I
thank you po.
suppose we can use this time to read some shout outs and greetings from some of our participants.
Okay, so right now let's read some shout outs and greetings coming from our teachers in cluster 6. So first off, let's have Ma'am Cosette Navales. So Ma'am Cosette is from Mintal Comprehensive High School. So ang sabi niya dito, good afternoon. Great job, Sir Dominador Manon, and congratulations. Okay. So next we have
Oh, we have from Rosalinda Escoron. Go, Sir Dom, Biao National High School is proud of you. Yan.
okay, so may mga message pa ba? Okay, so we have here Ma'am Denmel Paraculios Arances Bolieros. Okay, so sabi ni Ma'am, go Ma'am Ganda Hazel Macy mo. Wow, so na-appreciate talaga ni Ma'am yung
Yes.
beauty ni Ma'am Hazel. Wow. Next, we have okay, may mga greetings pa ba? Okay.
Ayan. So
Yan.
we have from Talandang High School. Congrats, Uncle Domi. Great job.
True enough. Congratulations talaga, sir. Next. Okay, so while waiting, again, I would like to greet Mamaya, no? It's her birthday today. Mamaya, happy birthday. And of course, our school heads, as we are waiting for the shout outs and greetings, our school heads right now, and of course, our training manager for today, no other than Ma'am Mary Ann Ongkoy. Okay, may mga greetings pa bang pahabol? Okay, none so far. So now let's proceed. Moving forward is the simulation for Araling Panlipunan by Ma'am Donabel Concon and Ma'am Rhea May Ancheta for the TLE subject. Now, take it away.
Magandang umaga! Isang panibagong araw na naman ng ating talakayan. Ngunit bago tayo magpatuloy, ay kailangan muna nating manalangin. Janice, pwede mo bang pangunahan ang ating panalangin?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, maraming salamat, Janice. Bago tayo magsimula, isang paalaala para sa ating lahat na kung hindi pa natin oras sa pagsasalita ay iwasan muna nating magsalita para tayo ay magkaintindihan. Dahil pareho tayong bago sa pamamaraang ito. Maliwanag ba?
Opo, ma'am. Maliwanag po.
Okay. So sa nakaraang aralin ay napag-aralan natin o napag-alaman natin na tayo bilang mamamayan ay may malaking gampanin sa kaunlaran ng ating bansa. Ito ay maaari natin gawing mag-isa o di kaya sama-sama. Okay, so ngayon ay bilang pagbabalik-aral ay magkakaroon tayo ng laro. Gusto niyo ba ng laro?
Yes, ma'am. Gustong-gusto.
Okay, sige. Ang ating laro ay tinatawag na handa, tayo. Okay, ano ba ang panuto? Kapag sinabi ko na tayo ay tatayo or kayo ay tatayo, ang gagawin ninyo, kayo ay uupo. So kabaliktaran ang gagawin ninyo. Kapag sinabi kong kayo ay uupo, kayo naman ay tatayo. Kung sino man ang magkakamali sa inyo, ay ang siyang sasagot sa aking katanungan bilang ating pagbabalik-aral. Maliwanag ba?
Opo, ma'am. Maliwanag po.
Okay, simulan na natin. Handa? Opo. Okay. Handa? Tayo. Handa? Opo. Yes! Okay. Ikaw ay nagkamali. So ngayon, ikaw ang sasagot sa aking katanungan. Ito ang tanong. Bilang mag-aaral, sa anong paraan ka makatutulong sa pag-unlad ng ating bayan?
So, ang aking sagot, bilang mag-aaral, ang unang-una, susundin ko ang aking mga guro. Hindi ako aayaw sa kanilang mga nais na dapat gawin bilang isang mag-aaral. Bilang isang mag-aaral rin ay dapat na tutulungan ko ang aking mga kaklase para maging maunlad ang bawat isa at matulungan namin ang bansa.
Yes! Ang galing ni Janice! Okay, so ngayon, sa tingin ko ay handa na kayo para sa ating panibagong aralin. Okay, kilalanin natin at alamin ang isang sektor ng ekonomiya na may malaking kontribusyon sa kaunlaran ng ating bansa. Pero bago tayo magsisimula, ay aalamin muna natin ang ating mga layunin sa ating talakayan sa araw na ito para magkaroon tayo ng gabay. Okay, Janice, pwede mo bang i-click ang layunin sa ating LMS? At please, i-share ang iyong screen.
Opo, ma'am. Sandali lang po, ma'am, ha.
Okay, ayan.
Okay. Mga layunin. So, una, nabibigyang kahulugan ang agrikultura. Pangalawa, na isa-isa ang mga subsektor ng agrikultura. Pangatlo, na ilalahad ang sariling pamamaraan sa pagpapakita ng pagpapahalaga sa agrikultura.
Yes, maraming salamat, Janice. Okay, so pwede mo na ibalik ang screen, Janice?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, maraming salamat. Ngayon, para mas maliwanagan tayo sa ating tatalakayin ngayon, ay magkakaroon tayo ng isang gawain. So, ito ay ang gawain 1. Balik na naman tayo sa LMS, Janice. I-click mo doon ang Kantang Bayan, Alam Ko. At i-share.
Okay po, ma'am. Sandali lang po.
Okay. Ayan na. Okay.
Okay. Narinig niyo po ba yung tunog?
Hindi pa. Pakilakihan yung screen. Kaya ba?
Okay po, ma'am.
Okay. Sige, maraming salamat, Janice. Okay.
Maraming salamat din po, ma'am.
Okay. So ngayon ay
Sa awiting na pakinggan natin, mag-isip ng tatlong bagay na pumapasok sa isipan ninyo. Okay, balik tayo. So, sino ang nabunot ko? Si Janice. Okay, ito ang katanungan. Mag-isip ng tatlong bagay o anuman na pumapasok sa isip mo or pumasok sa isip mo habang pinakinggan ang awiting Magtanim ay Di Biro. Sige.
So, habang pinapakinggan ko kanina yung kanta, sa isip ko ay hirap, pagod, at pagtanim.
Okay, so saan o anong sektor kaya ng ekonomiya na pabilang ang tema ng awiting napakinggan?
Ang awiting napakinggan ko po ay nabibilang sa sektor ng agrikultura.
Okay, magaling. Ngayon ay para mas maliwanagan tayo, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng agrikultura? Okay, so magkakaroon na naman tayo ng panibagong gawain. I-click mo sa LMS Janice ang gawain 2, Fix Me Up.
Okay po, ma'am. Sandali lang, ma'am.
At pakibasa na rin ang panunto.
Okay po. Gawain 1.
Paki-share ng screen.
Okay po, wait lang, ma'am. Ito na po, ma'am. Fix me up.
Sige. Okay, sige. At click mo yan.
Attempt. Okay.
Go.
Start attempt po ba, ma'am?
Sige.
Okay po, ma'am. So, ito na po, ma'am. Nakita ko na.
Sige. Okay. Sige, ako na lang ang magbabasa ng panuto.
Okay po.
So, ayos mo ang mga salita upang mabuo ang kahulugan ng agrikultura. Okay, pwede mo nang simulan.
Agrikultura ay gawaing may pamproduksyon.
Yes.
At serbisyong may kinalaman sa paghahalaman, paghahayupan, pangingisda, at paggugubat.
Okay, tingnan natin kung tama ba ang iyong mga kasagutan.
Okay.
Okay, click submit. Okay, tama lahat. Ang galing ni Janice. Okay, so ngayon ay base sa ginawa natin na gawain. Ano ngayon ang kahulugan ng agrikultura?
So, ang agrikultura ay gawaing pamproduksyon at serbisyong may kinalaman sa paghahalaman, paghahayupan, pangingisda, at paggugubat.
Magaling! Ano-ano ang apat na sektor ng agrikultura?
Ang apat na sektor ng agrikultura ay ang paghahalaman, paghahayupan, pangingisda, at paggugubat.
Para mas maliwanagan tayo tungkol sa sektor ng agrikultura at sa mga subsektor na bumubuo nito, ay panunuorin muna natin ang isang video presentation na aking ginawa. Handa na ba kayo?
Ma'am, handa na po.
Okay, share ko muna ang aking screen. Sektor ng agrikultura. Ang Pilipinas ay isang bansang agrikultura. Sa katunayan, malaking bilang ng mamamayan ang nasa sektor ng agrikultura. Pumapangalawa ito sa sektor ng paglilingkod.
sa porsyento ng employed persons by major industry group. Ito ay ayon sa PSA sa ginawang July 2017 and July 2018 na Labor Force Survey. Ang agrikultura ay hindi lamang sumasakop sa pagtatanim o paghahalaman. Sakop din ito ang iba pang sektor ng paghahayupan, pangingisda at pagbubugat. Ang paghahalaman ay tumutukoy sa pagsasaka o pagtatanim. Maraming mga pangunahing pananim ang bansa tulad ng palay, mais, niyog, tubo, saging, pinya, kape, mangga, tabako at abaka. Ang mga pananim na ito ay karaniwang kinukonsumo sa loob at maging labas ng ating bansa. Sa volume ng crop production ng Pilipinas ng taong 2014 hanggang 2018 ay nangunguna ang tubo sa may pinakamaraming produkto at mapangalawa naman ang palay. At ang iba pang mga pangunahing produkto ng Pilipinas ay ang mais, niyog, at saging. Ang isa pang subsektor ng agrikultura ay ang paghahayupan. Binubuo ng pag-aalaga ng kalabaw, baka, kambing, baboy, manok, pato at iba pa. Ang paghahayupan ay nakatutulong sa pag-supply ng ating mga pangangailangan sa karne at iba pang pagkain. Ang isa pang subsektor ng agrikultura ay ang pangingisda. Itinuturing ang Pilipinas bilang isa sa mga pinakamalaking tagatustos ng isda sa buong mundo. Isa sa pinakamalaking daungan ng mga huling isda ay matatagpuan sa ating bansa. Ang pangingisda ay nauuri sa tatlo. Ang unang uri ay ang tinatawag na commercial. Tumutukoy ito sa uri ng pangingisdang gumagamit ng mga bangka na may kapasidad na hihigit sa 3 tonelada para sa gawaing pangkalakalan o pagnenegosyo. Ang isa pang uri ng pangingisda ay tinatawag na munisipal. Nagaganap sa loob ng 15 kilometrong sakop ng munisipyo at gumagamit ng bangka na 3 tonelada o mas mababa pa. Ang pangatlong uri ng pangingisda ay tinatawag na aquaculture. Tumutukoy ito sa pag-aalaga at paglinang ng mga isda at iba pang uri nito mula sa iba't ibang uri ng tubig pangisdaan. Ang halimbawa nito ay ang pag-aalaga ng hito, kung saan marami tayo dito sa ating distrito. Makikita sa volume of fisheries production by subsector ng Davao Region ng first quarter ng taong 2018 hanggang first quarter ng taong 2019 ay nangunguna ang aquaculture sa may pinakamaraming production. Ang pang-apat na subsektor ng agrikultura ay ang paggugubat. Ito ay pangunahing pang-ekonomikong gawain sa sektor ng agrikultura. Mahalagang pinagkukunan ng plywood, tabla, troso at veneer na ginagamit natin sa pagpapatayo ng ating mga bahay at pagpapagawa ng mga furnitures. Patuloy na nilinang ang ating kagubatan, bagamat tayo ay nahaharap sa suliranin ng pagkaubos ng mga yaman nito. Kaya't, under the Revised Forestry Code of the Philippines or PD 705, hindi tayo pwede na basta-basta na lang pumutol ng punong kahoy. Kailangan nating humingi ng permiso galing sa DENR kahit pa pagmamay-ari natin ang punong ito. Kailangan natin itong iparehistro para magkaroon tayo ng ownership. Okay, ayan. Okay, so natunghayan natin ang pagpapaliwanag tungkol sa sektor ng agrikultura. May naiintindihan ba tayo?
Opo, ma'am. Marami akong naintindihan.
Magaling. Okay, salamat naman. At ngayon, para malaman natin kung talaga bang may naintindihan kayo, ay magkakaroon tayo ng panibagong gawain. Ito ay ang ating gawain 3
ang cross-salita. Okay, Janice, pwede mo bang puntahan sa LMS ang gawain 3?
Okay po, ma'am. Sandali lang po.
Sige, at pakishare na rin ang iyong screen.
Yes po, ma'am. Share screen. Sandali lang, ma'am, ha. Gawain 3.
Okay, so yan, balik ka sa sektor ng agrikultura.
Okay po.
Okay, pakibasa ang panoto. Janice?
Okay po. Kumplituhin ang cross-salita sa ibaba. I-click ang numero na gustong sagutan at isulat ang iyong sagot. Pagkatapos masagutan ang lahat ng kahon, pindutin ang salitang suriin para malaman kung tama ang inyong kasagutan. Okay, ang una kong sasagutan ay kalawang bilang. Paunahing produktong agrikultural ng bansa. Ang sagot ko po ay tubo. Tumutukoy sa uri ng pangingisdang gumagamit ng malalaking bangka, may kapasidad na hihigit sa 3 tonelada para sa gawaing pangkalakalan o pangninegosyo.
Sige.
Komersyal. Tumutukoy sa pangingisda na nagaganap sa loob ng 15 kilometro na sakop ng munisipyo at gumagamit ng bangka na 3 tonelada o mas mababa pa. Subsektor ng agrikultura na tumutukoy sa pagsasaka o pagtatanim. Ang sagot ko po ay paghahalaman.
Sige, ang isa pang pababa.
Ang halimbawa nito ay ang pag-alaga ng baboy at baka. Ang sagot ko po ay paghahayupan. Number 5. Panglimang bilang. Ang halimbawa nito ay ang pag-alaga ng hito. Ang sagot ko po dito ay aquaculture. Ang huling bilang ay ito ay gawaing pamproduksyon at serbisyong may kinalaman sa paghahalaman, paghahayupan, pangingisda at paggugubat. So, ang sagot dito ay agrikultura. So, tapos ko na pong masagutan ang mga cross-salita.
Okay, sige. I-check mo ngayon o i-click mo ngayon ang salitang suriin sa ibaba.
Hindi po, ma'am.
Okay, tama, magaling. Ang iyong puntos ay 100%. Ibig sabihin, tama ang lahat ng iyong kasagutan. Magaling.
Maraming salamat po, ma'am.
Okay. So ngayon ay magkakaroon pa tayo ng isa pang gawain para matiyak kung naiintindihan natin ang ating aralin na tinalakay. I-click mo sa LMS ang gawain 4.
Okay po, ma'am. Gawain 4.
Yes, doon sa itaas, sektor ng agrikultura, gawain 4.
Ito na po.
Sige, click ang gawain 4.
mo bang mahalaga ang bawat sektor ng agrikultura? Paano nakatutulong ang agrikultura sa pamumuhay ng tao sa komunidad? Bilang mag-aaral, paano mo pahalagahan ang sektor ng agrikultura?
Okay. Sige, Janice, maaari mong sagutin ang dalawang katanungan na iyan.
Masabi ko na mahalaga ang bawat sektor ng agrikultura dahil ito ay may kaugnayan sa ating pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. Diba? Yung sektor ng agrikultura ay sa apat. Paghahalaman, paghahayupan, pangingisda, at paggugubat. So ito ay nakakatulong sa atin bilang mga tao dahil ito ay ang pinagkukunan natin ng pagkain sa araw-araw na pamumuhay. Bilang mag-aaral, pahalagahan ko ang lahat ng sektor ng agrikultura sa pamagitan ng pagrespeto ng mga bagay-bagay na nasa ating paligid. At pahalagahan ko ang mga tanim na katanim sa ating kapaligiran.
Laki ang bahagi ng agrikultura sa ekonomiya ng ating bansa. Kaya't nararapat lamang na pahalagahan natin ang sektor ng agrikultura. Pati na rin ang mga tao na bumubuo nito, kagaya ng mga mangingisda at magsasaka. Ngayon ay, para sa ating huling gawain, ay sasagutan natin ang gawain 5. Pwede mo bang i-click sa LMS, Janice, ang gawain 5?
Okay po, sektor ng agrikultura.
Okay, basahin.
Saan ako?
Saan ako?
Ito na po, ma'am, hindi ko na po. Attempt quiz.
Okay. Okay.
Okay po. So, ang unang katanungan. Ang pag-aalaga ng hito ay nabibilang sa aquaculture na uri ng pangingisda. Ang sagot ko po ay okay. Pangalawa, ang agrikultura ay pangunahing pinagmulan ng pagkain. Ang agrikultura ay tumutukoy lamang sa paghahalaman. False. Komersyal ang tawag sa pangingisda na gumagamit ng mas maliit na bangka at nagaganap sa loob ng 15 kilometro sakop ng munisipyo. Pwede nating putulin ang ating mga tanim na punong kahoy kahit walang pahintulot ng DNR. Tapos na po, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Tingnan natin kung tama ang iyong mga kasagutan. Pakiclick ang submit.
Okay.
Okay, sige. Scroll down. Okay, sige. So, ang nakuha mong puntos ay, sige, balik mo sa itaas, Janice. Ang nakuha mong puntos ay 5 out of 5. Ang galing, tama lahat ang iyong mga kasagutan. Kaya tunay nga, naiintindihan mo ang ating talakayan sa araw na ito. Okay, kasama ng iyong mga magkaklase. Okay, para sa ating karagdagang gawain, pwede mo bang i-click sa LMS ang ating karagdagang gawain?
Okay po, ma'am.
Okay, dyan pa rin. Kasunduan. Tulong mo, batid ko.
Okay, kasunduan. Tulong mo, batid ko. Panuto, ipadama sa mga taong nasa sektor ng agrikultura ang iyong pagpapahalaga sa naiambag nila sa kaunlaran ng ating bansa sa pamamagitan ng pagsagawa ng alinman sa mga ito. Una, A. Liham pasasalamat. B. Slogan. C. Jingle.
Ang ating mga pamantayan, nilalaman, pagtataglay ng pagpapahalaga sa mga nasa sektor ng agrikultura sa 15 points. Pagkamalikhain, ito ay ang paggamit ng magagandang disenyo, 10 points. Kalinisan, malinis ang pagkagawa, 10 points. Sa kabuuan, ay magkakaroon kayo ng 35 points. Okay, ipasa ninyo ito sa susunod na linggo.
Maraming salamat po, ma'am.
Okay, kaya ba?
Opo, kayang-kaya.
Ang galing! Okay, sige, pwede mo nang i-stop share ang screen mo?
Okay po, ma'am. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, natapos na natin ang ating talakayan. Babalikan muna natin kung nakamit ba natin ang ating mga layunin sa araw na ito. Ang ating unang layunin na bibigyang kahulugan ang salitang agrikultura. Nagawa ba natin ito?
Opo, ma'am. Nagawa po.
Okay, ang agrikultura ay gawaing pamproduksyon o serbisyong may kinalaman sa paghahalaman,
paghahayupan, pag-isda, at
paggugubat. Very good. Okay, ang pangalawang layunin ay naisa-isa ang subsektor ng agrikultura.
Opo, ma'am.
Ano-ano ang mga ito?
Ito ay ang paghahalaman, paghahayupan, pangingisda, at paggugubat.
Yes, at ang pangatlo ay nailalahad ang sariling pamamaraan sa pagpapakita ng pagpahalaga sa sektor ng agrikultura na nasagot mo na kanina. Okay, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat hanggang sa muling pagkikita. Paalam!
Paalam po.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, Ma'am Ancheta.
How are you doing today?
So far, it's fine, ma'am.
Well, that's good to hear. Before anything else, let us start with a prayer. Joanna, can you please lead the prayer?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Joanna. Now let us proceed to check your attendance. Lead rest, Joanna.
I'm here, ma'am, present.
Okay, very good. So for us to be guided with today's class, all throughout our class discussion, let us be reminded of our class rules. Now, can you or does any one of you give me any example of our agreed class rules, Joanna?
As far as I remember, ma'am, our class rules are, if ever it is not your turn to speak, kindly turn off your microphone or mute your microphone. If it is your turn to speak, then unmute your microphone or ask the permission of your teacher by raising your right hand.
Okay, very good. Exactly. So this is again done for us to make sure that any unnecessary distractions can be avoided all throughout our class. Okay? And one thing, please remember to always be participative and attentive throughout our class for us to have a productive session. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, before proceeding to the lesson proper, I have prepared a few activities and exercises for us to activate your prior learning. All right, let me share my screen. Okay, so we will now have our first exercise, which is picture identification or our drill. All right, Joanna, can you please read the instruction?
Instructions. Identify the nail care tools and equipment that is shown in the screen.
Okay, so again, multiple or there will be images that will be shown on the screen. All you have to do is to identify the tools or materials or equipment that will be shown. Okay, first, number one. Okay, so what is this?
I think this is a cuticle nipper, ma'am.
Okay, let us check. Very good. It is a cuticle nipper. Okay. Number two.
Callus remover.
Okay, let us check. Callus remover. Very good, Joanna. Number three.
Towels or hand towels.
Okay, let me check. Very good. Hand towels or towel. Great job. Number four.
Assorted nail color or assorted nail polish.
Okay, let us see. Very good. Nail polish. Very good, Joanna. Next, last but not least.
It's a foot spa machine.
Okay, let us see. Great. Spa machine. Okay, very good. Food spa machine. Good job. It means you have learned or remembered something from our previous discussions. Now let us proceed to our next exercise. And by this time, we will be using the LMS or the Learning Management System. Okay, so by this time, I believe you already have your logins. Are you already logged into your LMS account?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So we will be answering the review or drag and drop. So I will allow you to please share your screen, Joanna, and you may click review, drag and drop please to open the activity.
Okay, I will click review, drag and drop.
Okay, very good. So you may click on continue the last preview so you can start your activity. So for this activity, all you have to do is to read each statement carefully and drag the words that is corresponded to the missing words on the statement.
Yes, ma'am. Using its. Am I going to read it aloud, ma'am?
No need.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I'm done.
Okay, very good. So once you're done, you may click on finish attempt.
Finish attempt.
Then click submit all and finish so we can check your scores. Okay.
Hit all and finish.
Okay, very good. So I see here. Yes, you got a score of 100. Very good. That means you really have learned something from our previous discussion. Good job. For our motivational activity, we will have the game 4 Peaks, 1 Word. Are you familiar with this game?
Yes, ma'am, I have played it on my cell phone.
Alright, very good. Then that will make this game a lot easier for you. By the way, with this game, this will help us identify or give us a hint of the topic or lesson that we will be discussing for today. So let us first begin with the instruction. Can you please read the instruction?
Instructions. Analyze each set of pictures and identify the specific word that fits with the theme of the photos presented.
Okay, so there will be pictures provided for you on the screen. You will have to identify the theme of the pictures presented. Try to match them up with the boxes that is provided under the pictures. All right, let's try first the first item. Okay, we have 4 photos.
Check, right. I think the answer here is correct.
Okay, let us check. The second one.
Mm, Um, hand,
Doing.
tools, tools, tools. Holding,
Okay,
holding.
let's try to see. Very good. Excellent job. Okay, so with the two words combined, correct and holding, what do you think will be our topic for today?
I think we will be talking about how to properly use the tools in our lesson in beauty care.
Okay, very good. So the previous discussion that we had, we talked about the proper use of the tools and equipment for nail care services. This time, since we already know when to use them, we will also learn how to properly use them. And of course, the most important one is for us to observe safety procedure of using tools and equipment. Right? This is under the learning outcome. 1. Prepare the necessary tools and equipment for the specific nail care activity. Alright? So for this topic, we have the following learning objectives. Can you please read each and every objective, Joanna?
Learning objectives. After going through this lesson, you are expected to explain the importance of properly handling. Um, what's this after handling, ma'am? Handling nail care tools.
Okay, number 2.
Perform holding and handling nail care tools properly.
Okay, and last.
Observe safety measures in handling nail care tools.
Okay, so at the end of our discussion and lesson for today, we will be going back to these objectives and try to check if we have successfully accomplished the set objectives of this lesson. Alright?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now we will proceed to our activity. In this case, we will again be using your LMS account. Okay, can you please pull up your LMS account? Okay, so by this time, Joanna, for us to proceed, you may go ahead and click on Activity Picture Analysis.
Activity,
Oh, the
activity
upper.
picture analysis.
All right. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Can you click on the link, please? So, while looking at the picture, we have the following guide questions. All right. First, what do you see in the picture?
I see a boy who cut his finger with a tool.
Okay.
I I think this boy misused this tool.
Okay.
That's why he got injured.
Okay. So the boy probably, like you said, misused or not properly handle the tool, right? That's why he cut his finger. Alright? Very good. So let us now proceed and try to further analyze the picture that you have just seen. Alright? Here. Okay. So with the same picture that we have seen earlier, we have the following questions to analyze further. Alright? Why do you think it is important to handle nail care tools and equipment properly?
Based on this picture, we should handle nail care tools and equipment properly to avoid injuries or to avoid accident.
Okay, very good. Next, aside from the possibility of being injured, what else can happen if you don't know how to properly handle your tools and equipment?
Um, Aside from the possibility of being injured myself, I can injure somebody or my classmates.
Okay, very good. Since you will be performing services that involves using tools, that means there is a possibility that you may inflict injury to someone else, right? Aside from the possibility of injuring or inflicting injury to someone, there is also the possibility of breaking or damaging your own tools. So we will now proceed to learning how to appropriately hold or handle your nail care tools, materials, or equipment. Okay, so we will go back to the LMS. Okay, now Joanna, can you please click on abstraction, safety procedure using or observe safety procedure of using tools and equipment. Can you please click it? Right, very good. The following contains information on the appropriate way of holding and handling some nail care tools and equipment. So you may click on the play button, Joanna. Okay, and you may start to check on the video. So reminders, you may pause the video if you need to, or if there are things that you don't understand, then you take note and you may ask afterwards, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please play the video. Okay, so it's done. Are there any questions? Have you noted any questions from the video?
So far, no, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So I'll give you a few minutes to practice for your performance task. All right? By the way, your performance task will be based on the following rubrics. Okay? So, in this performance task, you will perform how to properly handle nail care tools. The following objectives will be followed. The use of tools and supplies, that's 5 points. Application of procedure, that's 10 points. Safety work, 3 points. And your speed, that's 2 points for a total of 20 points. Okay? So I will assign each and every one of you at least 3 of those nail care tools for you to perform. Alright? I'll give you a few minutes and then when you're ready, just let me know. Just raise your right hand, okay? Okay, you may start practicing now.
Practice. Practice.
Okay, very good. So Joanna, you're the first one. So the assigned again for you is the cuticle nipper. We have nail cutter and cuticle nail pusher. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, see.
Using the nail cutter. Okay. In cutting your free edge or excess nails, just put the nail cutter here and gently squeeze the nail cutter.
Can you raise your hand higher so I can see? Okay, very good. Excellent.
In using the nail, using the nail pusher, push the dull side of the pusher and then the pointy one to get the excess.
Okay, very good.
And then the nail nipper, gently squeeze and cut the excess skin or cuticle to smoothen out the cuticle.
Okay, very good. Excellent job, Joanna. Okay, so since every one of you were able to successfully perform nail care or how to handle nail care tools in or equipment, we will now proceed to the follow-up question. So this is just to sum up your experience with your the way you have handled your tools and materials. All right. So how do you apply your skills in handling nail care tools in your daily life? Yes, Joanna.
I did apply handling tools properly in my daily life because we are cleaning our nails every week. So I am handling these tools, especially the nail cutter and the nail pusher to clean my nails. And so far, I am handling it properly because I am not injured yet.
Okay, very good. So you really have to watch out. Be careful when using your tools. Make sure that you're not or avoid injuries as much as possible. Make sure not to get yourself injured. And this is done by actually handling your tools, equipment, or materials the appropriate way. Okay? All right. So to sum up everything, we will have now our evaluation quiz. We will be using again the LMS. So let's go back to our LMS now. Okay. Can you go back to the August 24 Yes, that's one. Okay. Share your screen. So you may click on evaluation quiz, true or false. Okay,
Yay.
can you please read the instruction?
Read each question carefully, then choose the correct answer.
Very good. So you may click on continue the last review. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to answer. Please read each question properly.
Okay. Um, from the center towards its side. Okay, number 1. You may file back and forth. Fold. Next page. Lift the buffer. True. And then next false. And from the base. False. True. Then finished attempt.
Okay, so when you're done, kindly click submit all and finish.
Submit all and finish.
Okay, perfect.
Yay.
Excellent job. You got it all perfect. Very good. So congratulations on the result of your quiz. That means you have learned a lot from today's discussion. Okay, so before we end our lesson for today, let's have a short generalization of the importance, again, of handling your tools or observing safety and precautionary methods when handling your tools and equipment in nail care services. Yes, Joanna?
Um, for today's lesson, I have learned that we should really be careful in handling our nail care tools because these tools, we are using this to have our nail care hygiene. So we must use this carefully to avoid injury on ourselves and to others.
Okay, very good. So for tomorrow, for your assignment, can you click on assignment please on your LMS? Okay. Right, so if you can see there, I have attached an information sheet which you will need to read. It involves properly handling nail tools and equipment specifically for hand and foot spa. So you have already downloaded the material. You may read it tonight. And before we start our class tomorrow, we will have a short review of what you have learned. Okay? Session. And with this, before we end our discussion, again, just like I have said earlier, we will go back to the objectives. If we were able to successfully achieve our learning objectives. Alright? So we're back with our objectives. Again, first, explain the importance of properly handling nail care tools. Are we able to explain the importance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Were you able to perform successfully holding and handling nail care tools properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. And lastly, were you able to observe safety measures in handling nail care tools?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much for your active participation in today's class. Thank you, class, and have a good day. Goodbye, class.
Goodbye, Ma'am Ancheta. Bye.
Bye.
All right, that has been Ma'am Rhea May Ancheta for the TLE subject and Ma'am Donabel Concon for Araling Panlipunan. And that concludes our simulations for the junior high school subjects.
And of course, we would like to congratulate once again our teachers, simulators, for a job well done.
Of course, that's right. For sure, they've exerted a lot of effort just to prepare the simulation videos for our training participants.
Now we will be proceeding with our open forum. So once again, with no further ado, let us welcome on screen our simulators in Araling Panlipunan and TLE, Ma'am Donabel Concon from Biao National High School and Ma'am Rhea May Ancheta from Mintal Comprehensive High School.
Hello po. Hi,
Hello,
hello sir,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hi, Ma'am Donabel and Ma'am Rhea. Okay, so how are you, ma'am, right now? Kumusta po tayo?
Medyo okay na yung pakiramdam. Ay, hindi pa
Okay
pala.
lang.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
so how are you
ma'am.
feeling right now, ma'am? Anong feeling na live tayo ngayon on screen at marami ang nanonood ng mga teachers from Cluster 6?
Kinakabahan, natatakot,
Parang
pero
universe. Mm.
yes, pero masaya dahil natapos din at nalampasan namin.
Mm. Ikaw, Ma'am Rhea, anong nararamdaman natin ngayon? How are you feeling?
Nervous pero medyo okay na kasi tapos na. And hope na may nakuha sila from our simulation.
Yes, ma'am. So right now, we will give questions as to your experiences po siguro. So unahin natin si Ma'am Rhea. So my question lang po is all about your experiences during the preparation or even planning and even during or yung present na yung simulate ninyo pag demo. Okay, so what are your struggles during that time? Can you just share with us right now?
Well, it was not really my first time using the LMS because ginagamit natin siya during the past webinars with Mr. Mark C. However, yung talagang actual na talaga na yung lesson mo talaga yung nilalagay, it was a challenging part for me, the interface. But however, one thing about the LMS is that once you start, it's easier for you the long run. So for me, siguro for the challenge ko lang na makita ko with students with regards to the internet connection, baka meron, baka wala sila. But with that, I heard that LMS are or LMS for to be offline. But I wish that pwede talaga siya magamit for the rest of the students because it is a really good software. It is a good learning material for them to use.
Direct.
Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your experiences. So, Sir Kim, do you have a question pa?
This time for Ma'am Donabel. By the way, Ma'am Donabel, congratulations for the well-presented and well-prepared lesson.
Thank you po.
So, Ma'am Donabel, same question there. What is your most important experience or most unforgettable experience to making a present?
Okay, sige sir. Okay, so unang-una sir, I'm not really familiar with the LMS, no? So kailangan pang mag-review ng mga past webinars natin. So, pero dahil tinanggap natin ang hamon na ito, so kailangang pagsikapan, no? At pagtagumpayan. Second sir, di ba may mga restrictions tayo sa paglalagay ng mga materials? No? So, isa yan sa mga challenging na part para sa akin. So, kailangang mamili ng magandang materials na hindi basta lamang kinokopya, no? So, kaya nadamay pa yung mga anak ko at pamangkin ko sa pagkanta ng ginamit ko sa aking motivation po. At pero overall naman po, masaya po ang experience na ito. Yes, sir. At siguradong makatutulong ito sa mga kapwa natin guro. Hindi lamang ito sa ikaw dahil bata ka pa or hindi na ako pwede dyan dahil matanda na ako or may edad na ako. Tayong lahat, basta't pagtsatsagaan natin, makakaya natin itong lahat. sir.
Yes, that's
Ano
true,
po?
ma'am. This challenge or itong hamon na ito is hindi lang para sa ilan, but of course, this is for everybody since we are one in the Department of Education. So you're very true to that, Ma'am Donabel.
Okay,
Yes
so
po.
furthermore, can you just give some aspirations or maybe some tips to our teachers right now who are listening? So, ano yung maibigay ninyo na tips sa mag-a-access pa ng learning management system? So, ano kaya yung magandang estratehiya na pwede ninyong ma-share?
Okay,
Okay, let's
sige.
start with Ma'am Donabel. Ma'am?
Okay. Sige po, basta ang sa akin lamang po, kung ano yung nasa lesson plan natin, so yun lamang po yung ilagay natin sa LMS or nasa module natin. Pumili lamang tayo ng mga activities na interactive para matuwa naman yung mga estudyante natin at maging masaya para sa kanila ang pag-access or ang pag-answer doon sa LMS. Yan lang
All
po.
right. Thank you, Ma'am Donabel. This time, let us hear naman from Ma'am Rhea May Ancheta. Because I myself, naging TVL teacher din po ako, so very challenging po ang pagtuturo ng TLE at TVL subjects in this time. So ano po yung masasabi mo, ma'am, para sa mga TLE teachers na nakikinig sa atin ngayon?
Yes, sir. For me, specifically, always consult the most essential learning competencies. Make sure na yung time na binigay sa atin, yung schedule na yun, we will be able to provide the needed skills for the students. Aside from that, yes, I believe na masyadong maraming um, bagay na pwede nating kunin sa internet, na pwede nating i-incorporate sa LMS that will be able to engage our students na maging active sila all throughout the session this time.
Okay, that was truly enlightening, Ma'am Rhea May. So I hope na na-inspire, especially yung mga TLE teachers natin ngayon na siguro challenge because of our situation nowadays. So Ma'am Lucille?
Okay, so once again, congratulations, Ma'am Rhea and Ma'am Donabel Concon. So for a job well done. So thank you so
Thank
much
you
for the
so much.
efforts and of course the preparation that
Yeah.
you had. So I believe no diligent lalim ang mag-prepare and even ang atong kakulba, no? Even right now, di ba? So and even sa inyong pag-prepare sa balay, so ang mga technicalities and even kanang thinking or planning of best ways to teach and of course students will learn as well. So since we have no more questions, so I suppose that your simulation was sufficient and
Yeah.
comprehensive to provide our participants or even our co-educators a clear picture on how learning can take place with the LMS or the learning management system. So I think that's it. Once again, thank you so much, Ma'am Donabel. So any words of thanks? Meron pa bang gustong i-share? Or
Ay,
you would
yes
like to
po.
thank or shout
Okay.
out or greetings?
Yes po. So, unang-una gusto ko pong magpasalamat sa aming napakagandang punong guro, Ma'am Mary Ann D. Ongkoy ng Biao National
Oh,
High School. Yes. At kay Ma'am Alma Adriano, ang cluster coordinator ng Araling Panlipunan. Maraming salamat sa pagbigay sa akin ng hamon na ito na muntik ko nang inayawan. Okay. Salamat din sa aking estudyante, si Ma'am Janice Ninyal ng Santo Niño National High School. Salamat sa support, ma'am. At salamat din sa mga teachers ng Biao National High School. Basta Biao, Kuyaw. Yan lang.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So how about Ma'am Rhea, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to express my gratitude to our school head, our principal, Ma'am Leia Camilotes, and also our cluster 6 PSTS, Dr. Janito Galan, for this experience. Aside from that, I would like to give huge thanks to our mentor, my mentor, Ma'am Seth Navales, our master teacher, the PLE department, our department head, Dr. Priscilla Bednar. My special thanks as well to my partner during my simulation, Ma'am Joanna Libres, as well as Ma'am Christy Standarte and Ma'am Emily Tibol for the technical assistance. Also, all of the teachers, all my colleagues at Mintal Comprehensive High School. Shout out daw po for Sir Remy Barong, Jen Pilapil, Ana Cabugos, and Christina Fernandez sa support. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much once again, Ma'am Rhea, May Ancheta, and Ma'am Donabel. Konkon, so wala na bang mga pahabol na greetings dyan? Wala na.
Wala
Ikaw,
na.
Ma'am Donabel, okay na. Okay,
Okay.
so thank you so much, Ma'am, and once again, congratulations.
Ma'am Lucille, I
Yes.
suppose we should give way to some of the shout-outs or greetings from our
Okay.
training participants.
Yes, so let's have first John May L. Bernardo. So, ang sabi ni John May, God bless Ma'am Donabel. Laban lang from Biao National High School.
Yeah. Basabiao, Hugyao.
Hugyao.
Okay. Now let us have here from Talandang High School, Kagwapa sa saan siya? Kagwapa sa Ma'am Abing. Congrats, magaling. Oh, rhyme pala yun.
Na-rhyming words. Okay, so also we have Sir Rebby Barong, so from Mintal Comprehensive High School. Congratulations and keep it up, Miss Ray Ancheta. So we are so proud of you and kudos to AP or Araling Panlipunan and TLE subject.
Okay, so we have here from the very participative Cosette Navales. So
Yeah.
congratulations, TLE Simulator from MCHS, Miss Pretty Ray Ancheta and lovely Ma'am Joanna Libre. So proud of both of you.
Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am. So right now, we have also Ma'am Glendale Bacus Penpenia. Congratulations, Ma'am Rhea May Ancheta and Ma'am Joanna Paika Libres. Also to the Filipino assimilators, Rolette Jas Cabales. More power! Okay, thank you, ma'am, for the effort of typing your shout out. Thank you so much.
All right, Ma'am
Okay,
Lucille,
so-
before we end, I
Mhm.
suppose we should give the floor to our beautiful training manager. Kasi sabi nga kanina, napakagandang punong guro. So let us welcome on screen our training manager for today. We have none other than Ma'am Mary Ann Onggoy.
Okay,
Good.
so it's nice to see you, Ma'am Mary Ann. Yes.
Hi. Hi, Lucille. Hi, Kim.
Mm. Hi, ma'am. So, okay.
Okay, so good afternoon, Cluster 6. Wow, it's been a great day to all of us. So at this point, I would like to congratulate all the simulators for today's webinar from the integrated schools, junior high school, and senior high school, since we have a breakout today. You have shown your expertise in your respective field and your output is so commendable. Clap, clap, clap sa lahat ng mga simulators. I am sure that the schools you represent are so proud of your LMS simulation. So congratulations and special thanks to all the people who helped and give utmost support to the realization of this webinar. I'm sure that there are lots of obstacles, problems, hindrances in making your output today. But in spite of that, you are all great and you did well. You showed your best in your simulation. So keep it up. So tomorrow, we still have more to offer and to discuss important topics that would help the teachers to cope up the necessary things to prepare in the upcoming opening of classes this August 24. So daghan kaayong salamat sa tanan nga nitimbaya ug niduyog kanato karong adlaw and to God be the glory. Thank you.
Thank you so much again, Ma'am Mary Ann Ongkoy, our training manager for today, which is day 3. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am. And I think may gusto ko bang i-shout out, ma'am, or any greetings that you would like to share to our audience or
Okay.
educators
Shout
right
out.
now? Shout out.
Shout out sa mga school heads sa Cluster 6 from Tumbok National High School, Tacuna National High School, Los Amigos, Santo Niño, Octasiano Hilay, Estipona, Tagakpan, Ula National High School, tanan na, Matinabiao, Talandang, New Carmen, Bartolome, New Valencia, and of course, my very own Biao National High School. Daghang salamat sa pagtimbaya ug sa pagpabilin nga mainiton kaayong pagpaminaw sa ato ang webinar. And thank you also mga host, no? Ang mga host nato from day one up to now, they are very enthusiastic and ang gagaling ng mga host. And even the production staff, napakagaling, skillful nilang lahat. My salute to all of you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am. It's our honor and it's so humbling to be part of this team. Thank you so much, Ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sa uulitin.
I think that's it, Ma'am. Okay, thank you once again. Okay, so
Okay.
before we end our session for today, so please, to our viewers and co-educators from the Cluster 6, please don't forget to access our daily evaluation because your ratings and suggestions will be used for the betterment of future trainings to be initiated as well with the Cluster 6.
And also, your responses in the daily attendance and evaluation will be the basis for the distribution of our training certificates. And by the way, please don't forget to like or hit a like on our official Facebook page. That's www.facebook.com/Cluster6 News Center. Well, that concludes our afternoon broadcast session for the LMS simulation for the junior high school subjects. Indeed, the LMS is a software that will allow teachers to create virtual classes where they can assign the activities that the learners need to go through, monitor if the activities have been completed, grade submissions, and so on and so forth.
So just for further information, okay, the DepEd LMS have three separate instances. So covering first, okay, just for an information to our educators right now, LMS have this okay, LMS that teachers and learners can use for the conduct of online classes. So this is lms.deped.gov.ph. Also, we have the conduct of trainings and teaching and non-teaching personnel. This is training.deped.gov.ph. And of course, thirdly, we also have the use of LMS can also be for the conduct of national tests, which can be assessed, okay, through this website, assessment.deped.gov.ph. So also in relation to that, if you can post in Facebook or any social media, you can use the hashtag sa cluster 6, we excel. Okay, so that's it. I think you've learned so much for today, and indeed, it was a productive day. So see you tomorrow for another exciting day of learning in the day 4 of our Cluster 6 Training of Trainers.
So, we have been your host for the breakout session for the junior high school simulations. I am Engineer Kim Ravida.
And I am Maria Lucille Mejias, an English teacher from Mintal Comprehensive High School.
Saying, see you tomorrow
and have a good day. Okay, thank you so much.